007 First Light has been released with 87 Metascore rating. If you are thinking to jump into new James Bond game, here are 5 things you absolutely need to know before you start. Trust me, this will definitely save you time and even your money. Hi, I'm Jivan, a 23 years old game designer who creates and designs games in the gaming industry. So, let's get started this video. This one surprised a lot of players. At launch, studios confirmed that First Light will not include any new gameplay mode. For those who don't know what it is, new gameplays allow players to replay the game while keeping upgrades, weapons, and progression from their first playthrough. Many modern single games include this feature. So many fans are disappointed, including me, to see this missing. Here what they built instead. The game has tactical simulations. As game doesn't have the multiple endings, once you completed the main campaign, tactical simulation will be unlocked. These are standalone missions and challenges, separated from the main campaign, with added modifiers and difficulty layers. They are hard by the way, and they have their own cosmetic reward track too, like new suits, weapon skins, gadget variants that you won't see in the main campaign. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's already all over the internet and killing the game, literally. Players started calling this game as woke. There are some specific complaints that keep coming up, like Bond reports to the female M. Some Steam forums are upset that certain characters are black. Seriously, Bond taking order from the female M is not a new. You can notice in 7 Bond games, literally 7 Bond games, starring GoldenEye, and it is considered one of the most iconic parts in the franchise. So don't let a Twitter argument stop you from playing a genuinely good game. Just watch a 15 minutes of actual gameplay and decide for yourself. That's it. That's the only honest advice I would give. Before you get excited, there is something you need to know. If you're expecting a James Bond game where you can freely explore the city and create chaos like GTA, don't expect that. This is completely linear, story-driven action game. That means game drops you into a large mission where you need to approach objectives in different ways, explore the environment, and experiment with Bond gadgets. That is my favorite. But once the mission ends, you move on to the next mission, and that's it. Well, this isn't a necessary bad thing. In fact, some of the great games ever made followed linear structure like Uncharted, Last of Us, Resident Evil, and even God of War. So, coming to the duration, the campaign is expected to take around 18 to 20 hours. If you're rushing it, maybe 12 to 14 hours. For a focused cinematic action game, that's actually pretty solid length. Game has best visuals with good lighting and texture, no doubt in it. But if you're still using and running your old GTX and RTX and hoping for the best performance, think again. Actually, this game is very well optimized as per the review, but I want you to pay close attention to 2 things. First, the SSD requirement is mandatory, not recommended, because it consumes 80 GB space in your device. Second, path tracing and DLSS reconstruction are not in a part of launch build, so you need to wait for patch update. It will release later in the summer. And also make sure you check your spec on the screen before you buy. This is the one that confuses most of the people. So let me break down cleanly. The full campaign mode is offline. After you download the in-game files, which does require an internet connection once, then you can disconnect and play the entire 20 hours story with no issues. So there is no always online requirement. But going offline positive things. The way IO Interactive builds is similar to how Hitman games. The offline mode gives you access to the campaign mode. If you connect it to internet, you can access to leaderboard, tag team challenges, cosmetics like suits, weapon skins, gadgets. One more important thing worth noting, there is no multiplayer in this game at all. No co-op, no PvP, no split screen. So even in online mode, you're not playing with other peoples. You're just connected for leaderboards and progression track.
That's everything you need to know before you spend money on 007 First Light game. Now drop in the comments. Are you buying it, waiting for the sale, or skipping it entirely? Tell me why. I'm reading every single comment and I will ping you the most interesting. So if this video helped you make a decision, please do subscribe and see you in the next video.